YouTube? What's up? Kilo, maddenstudents.com. Bring you guys the Taiwan Experience Part 2. This is the second game of a Virgin Gaming tournament I was in. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the PSN ID of the person I'm playing, but you guys seen it pop up. This game was really interesting. I mean, the first half stayed really, really close. Um, I'm going to go ahead and paste a copy of the chat from this game into the description. This dude was really on some, like, telling me I suck type shit. So, and I'm guessing that's because the first half was really, really close. Apparently, he's seen it differently than I did. I seen that he was, for the most part, getting shut down, but then, he'd catch like some really like off the wall shit on like third and long or something, fourth and long. I don't even remember if it was fourth and long or not, but I know he caught like one really crazy one on third and long. So, I mean, in the chat, we went back and forth a little bit. And at the end of it, it gets kind of funny because it's bad when your opponent tells you ahead of time, "I'm gonna DC you." That's a rough situation when they're just like so brazen with it they don't even care. They're like, "Yo, I'm gonna DC you. Deal with Virgin Gaming. Fuck you, man." Um, the game, I mean, I basically just ran the same offense I've been running, the little like custom West Coast type deal. And it's been successful for me, so I'm probably gonna stick with it as far as Virgin Gaming goes. If the time comes though, and I have to play in a league or whatever, I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. But the two playbooks that I usually bounce back and forth between are the West Coast and Baltimore. So not really sure which one I run when. It's kind of like what I feel like at that moment, kind of thing. But just recently got invited to a PS3 franchise by the name of Pro Bowl. It's been around for a while. Right there, I just missed that's what I meant by lucky plays. Like I just missed the user on that horribly. He didn't really do anything special. He threw a pick, and I just fucked it up. Um, but anyway, I'm not sure if anybody's heard of it, Pro Bowl, but it's one of the more successful PS3 franchises apparently. And the competition that's in that league is stiff. I mean, so many guys that are ranked really, really high on the leaderboards, and other people that would probably be ranked as well if they played ranked games more often. So, I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but we're gonna give it a shot. Excuse me. We're gonna see what happens and go from there. So I'm gonna be recording all those games, win or lose, blowout, non-blowout, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be recording all those games and throwing them up on my personal channel. Uh, Probably starting with the first one that I played last night. I'm probably gonna have that one up. If not later tonight, definitely by tomorrow, I would think. So check that out. And also while you're at it, if you guys go into the channels that we're sub to, you could definitely pick up a couple more subs, or you could sub to a couple more channels, excuse me, of guys that play in that league. Um, Pitch Black Chaos, Nightmare Reborn, just to name a couple of them. There's more that record from that league also, but I don't think I have them in our sub box. So definitely check out their channels though, because they do some quality work, and why not watch more videos, right? Might as well. So back at it again. He just got that lucky ass throw to his tight end, and I mean he's coming up with some good stuff to keep himself in it. Right there, he just beats me on the slant out. That was quality stuff right there though. And he took a little bit of a lead. So hopefully, as the game goes on, we're gonna get a little bit more comfortable with his play style. You guys, from my videos, are probably real accustomed to seeing me run. I don't know. I just want to interject real quick. I don't know if you guys see me run like a little bit towards that guy that was pursuing me, but there was a purpose for that. If you're going down the field and you have a blocker out in front of you that doesn't quite look like he's gonna get the block, kind of veer back to the middle of the field to get inside of him, because he's gonna pick up that block for you if you do that. Um, I don't know what I was saying before that. Oh, playbooks. You guys are accustomed to seeing me run, this offense or Baltimore. Um, and you're also accustomed to seeing me run a lot of 4-6 playbook on defense. I'm not going to be doing that in the Pro Bowl League. I'm going to be experimenting with a new defense running a base 5-2. And I know this is probably not the league to start doing new stuff in, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway and see how it pans out. Cause like honestly, that's how the game stays interesting for me. You know, I don't like running the same stuff all the time forever. Like I'll run an offense for a couple weeks and then I'll just get so bored of it that I have to switch up. You know what I mean? So hopefully that will keep everything interesting for not only me but you guys too. I mean, nobody wants to see the same teams, the same plays, the same everything. Too many videos in a row. By the time you watch this three-part series, though, you should. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. I think I was playing with my broken controller, the one that has like the messed up right stick. Um, I'm not really positive though, because I think I do that again later on in the game, like just randomly fall down. So, but anyway, I hope it keeps it interesting for you guys too, because I definitely want to keep you guys entertained. I know you guys already put up with the flicker in my gameplay videos, so I don't want to have you put up with flicker and boredom. We'll see what happens from there. Right now, I mean, you guys can see the game's pretty close, 22-20, and he's doing all right on the run D. He's not doing too bad. I broke a couple big ones, but nothing over the top serious right there. I think that was Hayward Bay drops that for me. So we go back into split, hit him with the draw. Draws are lethal this year, guys. Lethal, lethal, lethal. And then we try running a little halfback inside out of the West Coast book. And Darren McFadden, he puts it in, man. He's a good running back too. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Darren McFadden's a bad player. I just, I prefer Taiwan. But Darren McFadden does this thing too, and then he comes back and busts me right back with the draw. The draws are just, I mean, they really are. They're so dominant this year. So I mean, definitely run them, often, especially if you're a pass first player, because like you're gonna start getting people. Yeah, right there. I thought I had that swap, but apparently not. He ended up dropping the ball though. But if you're a pass first player, the draws can definitely help you out quite a bit. I mean, they're just gonna keep the defense honest, basically keep them from dropping 75 guys into coverage. So it's good stuff. Right there, I mean, he dropped back really far on that, but he threw, and there I go falling down again. It had to be the stick, I'm thinking, because I don't think I would do that twice in the same game. Maybe I would, I don't know. Um, but I mean, it's whatever. He's staying close, staying in the game, and right there he tried to go for the two, but I was over there using the running back, so we got the contact. Contact's big too, guys. I mean, if you got a guy that you're just not gonna be able to get to the ball, try to make contact and make contact with the strip button, because a lot of times they're going to drop that ball unless they have a really good catch in traffic. So make contact. If you can't get to the ball, make contact. That's the best way to do it. Right there. I mean, like a lot of user lapses on my behalf in this first half of this game. Truthfully, though, if I had to pick like one really big flaw in my game, it would be stick skill. So, I don't think I have the greatest stick in the world. And I think like when I play higher level competition, I think that really impedes my progress is the lack of stick skill. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with this Pro Bowl league, where I'm going to go from there, and see how well I can do. Playing against like the upper crust of the PS3 Madden community. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy it, definitely. Excuse me. So right here, I mean, he gets that slant going across. Once that slant clears the zones, guys, it's a nasty route. Absolutely nasty route. So and then I don't know what he was thinking here. He just kind of throws it up and like just prays, I guess. I don't really understand the concept behind that type of offense. Not this early anyway. I mean, I completely understand it when you're losing and you're desperate. Completely understand it. But I've been there, done it. Doesn't work real well, but I mean, I've definitely done it. But this early in the game, I don't know. I think he would have been better off like trying to hit the corners or something and get out of bounds to move the ball close to the half like that. Just a thought. Um, right there, that was actually caught by Darren McFadden, believe it or not, that last little Hail Mary play. I mean, it didn't go anywhere, obviously, but I was surprised he caught it. And my opponent starts out the second half with an onside kick. And if you guys can manage to do that, what I just did right there, like loop back around your blockers, that's usually a good way to, pick up at least a few yards off the onside kick so you're not tackled immediately. And coming out in the second half, we're going to work with Taiwan. That's the plan. And hopefully it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, we're definitely going to try to get Taiwan involved. There's a nice little holding penalty. Pushes back. So 36-26. If I score on this drive, I'm pretty comfortable, to be honest with you. I don't really feel uncomfortable if I manage to score on this drive. So we'll see what happens with that. Right here, I attempt the only route I know in the game where I can actually intentionally face throw. Um, but I way overthrew the ball, so didn't happen. Then I, step in front, get the user pick, and I mean this is basically the story of the second half for this guy. He's trying to force a lot of stuff. He fell out of his offensive game plan, and things just aren't going the way he wants them to go. And a lot of times when you get into like unfamiliar territory, it's just a bad thing, man. I mean, stick to your game plan. It's the best thing you can do. So I mean, even though this guy put me through shit with VG, and I had to deal with a bunch of nonsense behind it because like he DC'd me in some way that like didn't give any of us the win. It was like the game never existed. Good game to him. Keep playing, man. Everything's gonna get better. Honestly, I don't really know if I would recommend that you continue to play on VG until you stick to your game plan, because you're gonna be down, man. I mean, everybody gets down occasionally, and you got to kind of work through that with your offense. You can't really work through it with random, streak and praise or anything of that nature. Right there, he gets a nice hit stick on Taiwan, makes me fumble. Thankfully, I recovered it though. That's really Taiwan's only downside is a hit stick will fuck him up. Um, he doesn't have the greatest carry rating. It's like a 77 or something like that. So, I mean, a hit stick will fuck him up. So Taiwan on the draw. I mean, basically at this point, guys, we're just trying to, run the ball. We're already in a position to score. So, clock right now is probably the most important thing in my opinion, trying to get that clock down. But obviously, I want to keep the drive going too. So, 3rd and 6, we're probably going to throw on that. And he sent a nice blitz, got me. So we had to settle for the field goal. So we got that 47-26 lead, end of the third quarter, getting close to the end of the third quarter. And, like I said, I'm comfortable here. There's really nothing detrimental, I don't think. So now we're going with the zero blitz and the manual press. And I had to switch off a couple times there, but he just, he tried to throw up a streak again. And, guys, that just does not work. I mean, occasionally you're going to get streaks, believe me, but streak and pray is not a good philosophy. If you take nothing else from this video, take that from this video. And, we're going back to the ground. Short passes count as running for me. I don't really consider that to be passing, but, I guess certain people have different philosophies on that. Back to the ground with Taiwan. Taiwan's back in the game. I mean, I gave Taiwan a lot of carries this game, and Taiwan broke a couple big ones, but I mean, for the most part, he did a good job of containing Taiwan. It's just, the big runs kind of, oh, right there would have been a touchdown if he would have hit that. The big runs just kind of, superseded his good run D, because he did have decent run D, guys. I mean, he shut me down in the backfield quite a few times, but unfortunately for him, you can't give up, big runs either. That's, you can't give up big plays. So, and this run was actually the one he had the hardest time stopping going to the left. I think that was the first time I ran it to the right, but that little play out of weak, he had a really hard time with that, and then get the drawing down on him. And it's 4th and 2, and I'm gonna go for 4th and 2, guys. Especially with this lead, because it's either we're gonna put the nail in the coffin, or we're gonna turn the ball over in really bad field position for him. So, happen to get the little C route out. We got 1st and goal on the 2. My goal line offense too is horrible, guys. If I'm inside the 5 with my offense, my shit is rough. Not where I do my best work at all, especially with the Raiders because I don't really have any viable fade threat. You know, I mean, I guess Hayward Bay is okay fade threat, but right there he didn't have anybody outside on my receivers, so we just put it out there and did what we could do. So that's another thing you want to make sure. Always have receivers covered because you leave somebody uncovered like that, an outside slant quick throw is money. So now I think we're getting closer to the point now where he starts getting like really like a lot more frustrated with the game. And he's actually going to quit, I think, after this one. This is where he tells me, fuck, man, fuck you, deal with VG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It definitely was an interesting one for me. Taiwan had like 200 and some change in this game. But in any event, take care, guys, and see you later.